Did you miss out on 2 Social Security COLAs, the best COLA increases in decades? So Sherry has sent me this, and it's such a good email she sent to me. Let me see if I can't get it for you. Right here. She goes, for people like me who were born basically 1961, after January 1st, 1961, I will miss out on 2 of the best Social Security raises by just a few days. I would have to delay my claim by over 2 years just to make up for this loss since I was born on January 10th, 1961, as opposed to basically 2 weeks earlier. And then she sends me this link from Larry Kotlikov's page here, and a question this guy asked. Isn't it true that people turning 62 in 2023 missed out on the past 2 COLAs? And here's his, that's the headline. Here's his question. It's a great question, and one that's perplexed me for years. And I've been a student of Social Security for years, and I still, it's just, and Larry doesn't make it clear, that's for sure. In fact, he kind of confirms it for me, not in a good way. Hey, Larry, given that, number one, all Social Security COLA increases occurring after a person turns 62 are added to their Social Security retirement benefit rate. And 2, the indexes used on earnings become a constant 1 at 60, then is it correct to conclude that someone who becomes 62 in, say, December of 2023, unfortunately missed out on 2 of the best consecutive adjustments in recent history, basically a 15% increase? Is this just an unfortunate fact of timing, or am I missing something? Man, this guy gets it. Given that all Social Security COLAs occur only after you turn 62, given that your indexing, your average wage indexing, doesn't change once you are 60. It's a constant 1. Let me show what I'm talking about here. So this is a guy born in 1961, his earliest year of eligibility. You can come here, you say, when I turned 62 was in the year 2023, just for example here, so we can keep this similar. My earliest year of eligibility is when I turned 62, which would be 2023. When I'm 60 and 61, I don't get any indexing on my wages, none. And what does indexing mean? Well, let's go to, let's say in 1998, you made, for simplicity, $50,000, just for simplicity. In real $1998, you made 50,000 schmackaroonies. Social Security doesn't use that to calculate your benefit. They give you an indexing, average wage index. They're going to increase it by this AWI. In this case, it's basically 2%. So your benefit, or a factor of 2, I should say. So they're going to basically say your $50,000 of real earnings in 1998 are actually the equivalent of $100,000 that goes towards your Social Security statement, or your Social Security benefits, I should say. You see how that works? In 2020, if you made $100,000 in 2020, they say you didn't make $100,000 when it comes to Social Security benefits. You made $108,891 when it comes to Social Security benefits. All right. But the problem is in 2021, when you're 60, in 2022, when you're 61, you only get accredited for the actual earnings you made. So your $100,000 that you made in 2021 gives you the equivalent of $100,000 in Social Security benefits. The $100,000 you made in 2022 does the same. All right. What if I didn't make any money in those years? Then it's still nothing. You don't get any average wage index increases once you're 60 years old. So 1. And that's what this guy asks. It's a great question, because he says, look, the index to use on Social Security earnings become a constant 1 at age 60. And they do. You can see right here, age 60, 1, age 62, 61, 1. And then then he goes on to say, and given that there is no COLA, cost of living adjustment for Social Security until you turn 62, well, these years right here, I get no average wage index increase, and I get no COLA. Are we just out in the cold? And Larry kind of doesn't really answer the question. He says, it's certainly true that Social Security retirement benefits for people born after January 1st, 1961 won't include the 5.9 and 8.7% cost of living increases, i.e. 15%. But on the other hand, their earnings will be indexed at a higher rate than people born prior to January 2nd, 1961. This is a deflection. It's not answering the question, though, but it's so frustrating because he's not answering the question. I wish he would. And I'll show you what it means. Those higher indexed earnings will certainly offset some of the COLA increases that they missed out for the years prior to reaching the age of 62. And so what he's saying is like, look, man, yeah, you didn't get any benefit, but you did get this for COLAs, but you did get an 8.89% cost average wage index increase for 2020 versus someone born in 2020, someone born in 1960 didn't get any cost of living average wage index in 2020. And I'll get into this a little bit deeper here in just a second. So again, Larry's saying, hey man, you got an 0.89% average wage index in 2020, whereas someone born a year before you got no average wage index in 2020. So basically you're getting it, but you're just getting on average wage index. I don't like that though, and I'll show you why. So he says, the following chart shows here, hold on a second. Thus, even though people turning 62 in 2022 did receive the cost of living adjustments, 8.7%, their starting benefit rate was calculated using lower indexing factors than those used for people born in 2023. But that doesn't answer the question that you're not getting any adjustments. It doesn't matter what year you're born. And those 2 out years, when you're 60 and 61, you get no indexing adjustments and you get no cost of living adjustments. You just don't. And I just, I don't understand. So, I mean, let's go over here. So what I've done is I calculated a bunch of average wage right here. And so we can see a guy born in, this is 62. All right, so this is, let me see, I can't remember what years these are. 1960 right here, I think, yeah, born 1960, okay. So this is born in 1960, born in 1961, 1959, 1962, and you're going to see, we're just going to use the indexing, and we're just going to compare these two guys right here. This would be a guy born in 1960 whose earliest year of eligibility is 2022 versus a guy born in 1961, earliest year of eligibility in 2023. And you can see the indexing is 4.24 versus 4.39. I mean, that's 15 basis points. That's not chump change. But watch this. This guy born right here in 2020, this guy born 1962. He has actually a higher indexing amount than the guy born in 1961. Look at that. And so he got the 14% average wage index increase and a 5.3% AWI increase in 2020 and 2021. And he's not getting the cost of living adjustment because he's not 62 yet, but he is getting one factor, so 2022 and 2023, but his total AWI is higher than the guy born a year earlier than him. Now, the guy born a year earlier than this guy got a lower AWI, but he did get the benefit of the average of the COLAs. And then I took some guy born in 1953. I just said, let's use that. He got a 4.776 average wage index increase on average. On top of that, he got the COLAs as well. But that's not the answer. That's just comparing these two guys. The answer is you have 2 years, you're not getting any growth in your Social Security, at least as far as I can tell. And I looked at my own statement. I said, okay, did my PIA grow? And again, I'm still getting average wage index. But I had some guy send me his statement who had turned basically 3 years in the years, the 60, 61, and 62. And if memory serves, he didn't get any increases on his PIA for those out years. Again, the out years are 60 when you're 60 and 61. Nothing. He didn't get the COLAs. He didn't get any AWI increase either. Because I had him say, send me your statement. And as far as I could tell, there's no increase in his PIA. Now, there will be an increase in my PIA because I'm under the age of 60. I'm still getting average wage index, and there'll be an increase in your PIA if you're over the age of 61. But in this case, there's no increase. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. There won't be an increase in your PIA. You'll get an increase in your benefit if you're over the age of 61. There will be an increase in my PIA because I'm average wage index. Once you're 62, you're just going to cool. So the PIA stays the same, but the cost of living adjustment increases your benefit. Anyway, I don't have a good answer here. And Larry's answer it doesn't answer the question directly. It says, hey, you are getting some of those COLAs back for a higher average wage index, but you're not, I get that, but you're still 2 years, you're not getting anything. Anyway, that's from Larry Kolikoff. That's not from some freaking fly by night Social Security guy. And that's, I don't know if that's Larry or one of his guys who works on this guy, because he says best Jerry. I don't know who Jerry is, Jerry Seinfeld or somebody. I don't know, but this is. I don't know, man. I don't have a good answer. If you guys have good answers, let me know. It just seems like those 2 years you're kind of left holding the wet bag, and I'm not sure if that's I don't know. I guess you could say the only other thing I could possibly think is they're saying, hey, but Josh, Social Security still wants you working those 2 years, so you should still be working, and as such, you should still be getting not average wage index increase, but actual increase because your employment is giving you a higher wage anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that answer, but I guess that's what they would say. Yeah, love your thoughts. God bless. Smash that like button. We'll see you.